Vegas is losing tourism. I've been hearing about this everywhere, seeing this on my FYP, and I'm like, what are they talking about? I live here. The strip is literally right here. I can see it through my bedroom window. And I'm like, there's always people here. What do you mean tourism is down? But you know how I can confirm this? I just heard back from a huge job opportunity telling me that the job has been put on hold indefinitely because specifically lack of tourism. Like, I'm so grateful they gave me such a specific reason, and it's just crazy to me. Jobs are being cut, and it's true what the locals have been saying on my FYP here, that tourism is just done, and it's primarily because of like increased prices. I mean, I did just go to Tal Day Beach Club thing to see Zed. The drinks were $50 each. I don't know if that's a normal thing. Always has been. I don't know, but $50 drinks, that's wild. That was like the cheapest one. Resort fees, hidden fees, just fees everywhere, and things being marked up. I guess that's why. But pretty bummed out. It was a job I was really looking forward to. I was actually one of the top candidates, so they're keeping me in mind if the job comes back. But now I'm like, how do I feel comfortable even taking the job now if the second things go down with tourism, you're cutting you're cutting off people? Like, where's the security in that? So now I'm just like stressed all around. We'll see.
Welcome back to AI Crystal. Thank you to all our returning subscribers. If you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on our latest content. Las Vegas tourism in 2025. A critical decline. Las Vegas, once a bustling hub for tourists, is experiencing a significant downturn in 2025. Let's delve into the factors contributing to this decline.
So as we all know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen the news about how Vegas is dying, specifically the tourist side of it. And obviously I'm not old enough to have had experience old Vegas, but by the sounds of it from every person that I've talked to that's way older than me, it sounds amazing. It sounds immaculate. Everything was so cheap. But I am old enough to remember a little bit of it, of it being way cheaper. I was in high school maybe 6-7 years ago, and I remember when a lot of people would come out of town to specifically have their bachelor parties, and all these other kind of things when they turned 21, because it was obviously cheaper. The hotels were cheaper, the food was cheaper, alcohol was cheaper. You could go to the ABC store and probably get, a little drink for $2.99. And now you go into the ABC store for a buzzball and it's like $5.99. I don't know, just an example. Well, obviously everything's going to be a little bit more expensive on the strip or whatever, which is kind of understandable. But back then it was way cheaper. And I think that's what Vegas needs to go back on. Cheaper hotel rooms, cheaper food, cheaper alcohol. Because you're telling me, and I mean, if I didn't live in Nevada, I would not come to Vegas at all, unless it was just for a work trip or something, family, whatever. Because I'm not about to spend $17.99 on a drink. I mean, I have, but I'm just saying, I would not willingly go out there and spend $17.99 on a drink. It's absolutely insane. It really is. So I see why Vegas tourism is dying, because the strip sucks. I mean, I've never really been a fan of the strip, I'll be honest with you. I think most locals. But it used to be fantasy land for a lot of these tourists. So it's kind of sad to see it being empty. And especially if there's so many layoffs that are going on, especially if MGM started it, because MGM started everything from the ground up in Vegas. If they start it, all the rest of the casinos are going to follow. So it's kind of sad to see a lot of people lose their jobs. Not even that, but I will say I think a lot of people are going to downtown Las Vegas, Fremont, Arts District area way more than the Strip. And personally, I like that area way more, and I think a lot of people can agree with me on that. But I don't know. It is just kind of sad to see.
Catastrophic and unprecedented $12.5 billion loss for tourism. You heard me correctly. $12.5 billion loss just in 2025. This is going to be catastrophic for the United States of American tourism. People are not coming for business travel. They are not coming for conventions. They are not coming here for vacation. They are not coming here because of the trade war, because we are now actually on a national human rights watch list. You heard me correctly. For the first time ever, the United States of America is a danger to human rights. States like Florida, California, Nevada, specifically Las Vegas, and other major tourist cities are going to suffer devastating consequences. Have you changed your plans to travel for work, personal, or business to the United States or in between states? This is going to be an economic disaster we may never recover from.
Nevada and Las Vegas are about to feel the impact of what's happening in our country in a really big way. Unfortunately, our local elected leaders are doing absolutely nothing. So what I mean to say by that is Nevada is a tourism economy, a gaming and tourism economy. And our international traffic is about 12%. It was in the last report that I saw, 12% of about $100 billion. And people are not traveling to the United States internationally. The tourism to the United States has it's fallen off a cliff. And the thing about Las Vegas is people don't book a flight to Las Vegas internationally and go the next day. There's a lag time associated with it. Although we are already starting to feel the impact of this, I suspect we're going to feel a much broader impact. So what I mean to say that by that again specifically, if you're coming for a convention, that's like a 3-6 month, 1 year planning cycle. If you're coming, around seasonal travel, again, 3-6 month travel cycle. There is obviously last minute tourism, but a lot of that is cyclical and has a 3 to 6 to 9 to a year booking time. So our revenue from tourism and gaming was about $100 billion. So let's just say half of those international travelers stop coming. That's $6 billion. Do you know how many jobs are going to be eliminated if that happens? It could be potentially massive. It could be massive. And the deafening silence from our local elected leaders is astonishing. In the Great Recession, Obama famously used Las Vegas as an example of excessive spending, and everybody freaked out about that. And there was massive outcry. But when we basically have someone who has created an environment where, no one wants to travel now to the United States, crickets. We need our elected officials in Las Vegas to do more. We need them to stand up for us. We need to remind our elected officials in Las Vegas that they represent us. Or I fear the consequences are going to be economically devastating.
Well, folks, here's the truth. Donald Trump's policies didn't just close our borders. They wrecked our economy. Tourism to the United States is down 61%. That means empty hotels, shuttered restaurants, and millions of jobs lost in cities like Las Vegas, New York, Miami, and right here at home. Why? Because Trump made America unwelcoming. His trade wars, his anti-immigration rhetoric, his fear-based policies drove tourists and businesses away. While Europe and Asia recovered, we fell behind. I'm running for Congress to change that, to open our doors, rebuild our reputation, and bring jobs back to the communities that depend on tourism. We're going to replace fear with opportunity and isolation with leadership. America should be a place the world wants to visit, not avoid. And under Democratic leadership, it will be again. Let's bring the world and their dollars back to America.
Declining visitor numbers. March 2025. Visitor volume decreased by 7.8% compared to March 2024. April 2025. A further 5.1% drop in visitors was recorded. First quarter of 2025%. Overall visitation is down more than 6% year over year. Economic challenges. Inflation impact. Tourists report significant price increases. For instance, a UK visitor noted a 20% rise in expenses compared to the previous year. Air travel decline. Reid International Airport saw a 3.6% decrease in passengers in April 2025, marking the third consecutive month of reduced air travel. International visitor reduction. Trump's slump effect. Stricter U.S. policies and tariffs have led to a 12% drop in international travel to the U.S. in March 2025. Las Vegas, heavily reliant on foreign tourists, is feeling this impact. Canadian visitors. There's been a notable decline in Canadian tourists, traditionally a significant demographic for Las Vegas. Hospitality industry struggles. Hotel occupancy. Rates have fallen to 82.9%, down from 85.3% the previous year. Gaming revenue. Projections indicate a decline in gaming revenue by 5.4% in 2025 and 4.5% in 2026. Entertainment and events. Despite the downturn, Las Vegas continues to host major events. WrestleMania drew approximately 180,000 attendees. Upcoming. Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter Tour is set to perform at Allegiant Stadium in July. However, these events haven't been sufficient to offset the overall decline in tourism. Future outlook. Experts predict continued challenges for Las Vegas's tourism sector. Economic forecast. A UNLV report anticipates minor declines in visitor volume and gaming revenue through 2026, with potential exacerbation due to global economic uncertainties.